So just write down the statement. Stokes' theorem states that let C be a simple closed curve C in space. And suppose we have S is a cap-like open surface having C as its boundary, which is called as rim. Then for a vector field F defined in a region containing S and C. So if you want to take the line integral in this region containing S and C, this is given by F dot dr over C, which is equal to integration curl F. So for this vector field, you should find curl, then dot n cap ds. Now this n cap is nothing but it's a unit vector which is normal to this surface S. Are you getting it? It is some vector which is perpendicular to this surface. Now, there are some important points. These are very important to solve the example. First thing, what ds we take over the surface, no? Here, it is nothing but summation of dy dz over I. Okay. Now, if I expand this summation, we are going to get three terms. What they are? First term is same, dy dz I. Second term will be dx dz j plus dx dy k, isn't it? If I expand this summation. Second point is very important. Suppose we are dealing with a curve, the simple closed curve C, where only in xy plane. That means what is the contribution of z here? If you take in only xy plane,
0.
yeah, z is 0. So that time you can write curl f dot n cap ds as curl f k dA. What is important here is n cap is equal to k. This is important. So when you are calculating, when you are solving the problem, if your curve is lying only in xy plane, directly take the value of n cap as k. This is one of the theory part. Did you get this? Will you remember? For Stokes theorem, n cap is k if you deal with xy plane only. Similarly, one more thing is there. Suppose we have an equation of S which is of the form z is a function of x and y. Means suppose there is a z is present. Means you can have a equation of the curve in terms of x, y, z. Then you can write f dot ds over s as f dot c ds can be written in terms of this value. So how it should be written? K minus dou z by dou x I plus dou z by dou y j dx dy. This is applicable. We are going to take this for one or two examples. Write down these results. 1, 2, 3 points. Second one is very important. Okay. Now, you should understand how to solve the problems. That is most important. Have you written the statement and everything? Otherwise, take a screenshot.
No, ma'am.
Just take a screenshot, no other choice. I'll just try to increase this. Take a screenshot. Later on, you can just make a note of it. Done? Shall I take problem? Employing Stokes' theorem, evaluate integration f dot dr over c, where f is equal to y plus z minus 2x into I plus z plus x minus 2y into j plus x plus y minus 2z into k. So what is C here? C is the triangle with the vertices 1, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0 and 0, 0, 3. This curve can be drawn and you can take it, but it is little tedious work. Before that, we'll try to evaluate some values over here. So what they have given here, we have to use which theorem? Stokes theorem, isn't it? So let us apply Stokes theorem. What we have the result? Integration f dot dr over c can be written as integration over s curl f. So what vector field you have taken f? No, its curl should be taken up dot n cap ds. So what is required? We need to find what is curl f, what is n cap is important in the problem. So do you remember what is curl f is? Let us evaluate curl f.
Cross product.
Cross product with
No, del and
del.
the
Del.
vector man.
See, f will be already there. What you should tell, no, cross product with del or del cross f. Now, how to find cross product in terms of determinant? No, first row is ijk. What is the second row? Ijk coefficients of del. Hope you remember them. What I have to write the third row? Ijk coefficients of f should be written.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, z plus x minus 2y, x plus y minus 2z. Yeah, just expand this. Leave the row and the column. What is the derivative of this x plus y minus 2z with respect to y? Isn't it 1?
1.
What is the derivative of this?
Yes, ma'am.
This term with respect to z?
1.
1.
Minus j into. With respect to x?
1, ma'am.
1. Derivative of this
1.
quantity with respect to z? 1. All 1, na? Plus k into. Leave the row and the column. With respect to x? 1.
Same,
With
ma'am.
respect to
1.
y? 1. What is the answer? Very interesting answer, right? What is that?
0.
0 vector. So,
0.
for this problem, curl f is 0. So, can you tell me what will be the line integral? What will be the line integral if curl is 0? Let's see equation 1. If this curl f is 0, what happens to the whole value?
0.
0. What is the value of the line integral? Is 0.
0, ma'am.
To start with, I have taken very simplest example. Okay. So Stokes theorem depends on finding curl f. Remember. Green's theorem depends on like a quantity how we have as exact differential. Okay. Yes. After the problem, take the next one. Evaluate integration f dot dr over c using Stokes theorem for f bar equal to minus y cube I plus x cube j, where S is a circular disk, x square plus y square less than or equal to 1, comma, z equal to 0. Okay, tell me by Stokes theorem what we have the result? Line integral f dot dr over c can be written in terms of curl f, no? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Write this result from Stokes theorem. Line integral f, okay, integration over c f dot dr is equal to integration over s curl f dot n cap ds. Right? Okay. So let us find what is curl f first. Again, what is curl f? Del cross f. Okay. Yeah. What are the elements? I, j, k. Second row. Third row. Tell me third row.
minus y cube,
And
x cube and 0.
very good. So there is no k coefficient, so it should be taken as 0. Let us see. Again expand it. Plus, minus, plus. Leave the row and the column. What is the derivative of 0 with respect to y?
0.
What is the derivative of x cube with respect to z?
0.
Yeah. Again, j. What is the derivative of 0 with respect to x? 0. What is the derivative of minus y cube with respect to z?
Minus 3y square.
No, it is with respect to z. Z. There is
Sorry,
no
ma'am, 0.
Yeah, it is 0. Okay, k into. Now, derivative of x cube with respect to x is 3x square
3x square.
minus derivative of minus y cube with respect to y.
3y.
Minus 3y square.
Minus 3y square.
So what is altogether you will get is, you can write it as 3 into x square plus y square into k. Am I right? What is this? This is curl left for the problem. Curl left. Okay. Now, here in equation 1, we can substitute for curl left. We require n cap. Now, this, what you have taken, no, just come back to the part. Here S is a circular disk which is given by x square plus y square less than or equal to 1 and z is 0. So z is 0 means the curve lies in which plane?
XY plane.
XY plane. So what is the value of n cap we have to take?
X and Y only, ma'am, in terms of I and J.
See this second point. Suppose the curve is lying in xy plane. What is the value of n cap? N cap, directly take it as only k. K means k cap only. Okay? Yeah. Just write down. Here, the curve lies in xy plane. Why we are saying like that? Because z is given as 0. Therefore, n cap is taken as k. This much you will write. No worries. You can solve the example. Okay. So now, take curl left value we have, n cap value we have. Can we evaluate? Can we substitute in equation 1? Yes, we can. Okay. So what is the value? Integration over C f dot dr will be integration over S. What is curl left value? 3 into x square plus y square into k. Dot product with, what is n cap? K, right? ds in the beginning as it is. Now can you tell me, what is this quantity? Is it a vector or a scalar? First one.
Vector.
It's a vector. What about k?
Vector.
Vector. So dot product of two vectors, how you find it? Corresponding coefficient should be multiplied, no? Yeah. Can you tell me what you get? 3
into x square plus y square.
That's all, correct? Because k dot k is 1. Okay. Now, when you just actually apply this single integration converts to double integration over the region A. This is one of the important points. You can observe that in this second point only. Just see how I have written. This curl left dot n cap ds. This is single integration converts to a double integration. Got it? No doubt we have to write n as k because this is converted as only x and y term. That's why here you should take it as double integration. Okay. So this is x square plus y square. How I have to write my ds? This becomes dx dy. Okay. Now, which type of region we have here? Which type of curve they have given? Read out the question. It's a circular disc. Means, which is this curve representing? What is this curve? X square plus y square equal to 1 is what?
Circle.
It's a circle. What are the properties? What is the center?
0,
Center is origin. Yeah, radius is 1, isn't it? And
1.
whenever we have dealt with the problems, with the circle and all, what we have done for evaluation of double integral? Isn't it we have applied one concept? Let me see who remembers it. Evaluation of double integral, we have converted to a concept. We have used a concept.
Polar.
Yeah, very good. So we have changed it to polar. Let us do the same thing over here. Okay. Yeah, what are the relations? I'll try to write in short. You know, x is r cos theta, y is r sin theta and all that. So x square plus y square is what actually? Put x square plus y square
1,
equal
ma'am.
to? No, not
R
1.
square.
R square it will be. See, when you take x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. Because if you take it as 1, no, r will not come into picture. R is a coordinate, polar coordinate, isn't it? Yes. Put x square plus y square equal to r square. What we are applying, no, change to polar coordinates. Change to polar. So I'm not writing that beginning part, x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. I'm just directly writing. If you are comfortable, you write that also. Now, what is dx dy?
R dr.
R dr
R
dt.
dr d theta.
Yeah, this is very important. One more thing. Now here, r varies from, for a circle with radius as 1, r varies from 0 to
1.
1. And theta varies from 0 to
2 pi.
2
Pi.
pi. 2 pi. Isn't it whole
2 pi.
circle we have to take? 0 to 360, isn't it? So what I'll write the changes. R varying from 0 to 1, theta varying from 0 to 2 pi. What is x square plus y square value? R square. What is dx dy? Now, which type of limits we have? Constant or variable limits we have got? Constant, no?
Constant.
Yeah, you can just separate them. R varying from 0 to 1, dr, and theta varying from 0 to 2 pi, d theta. Tell me in this, what are the terms containing R? What is a term containing
R
R?
cube,
Integrand
ma'am.
function. Yeah, R cube. And what is a term containing theta? Is there anything? Nothing, no? Means 1.
No, ma'am. 1.
Yeah, now integrate it. So this is going to be 3 into, what is the
Ma'am, 3
integration
pi
of?
by 2.
Very good. 3 pi by 2. R raised to 4 by 4
2.
between 0 to 1 and theta between 0 to 2 pi. Correct? Yes. If you substitute, it is 3 by 4, r raised to 4, 1 raised to 4 minus 0 raised to 4 and 2 pi minus 0. Yes. 2 2s are 2 1s are. So the answer for that example is 3 pi by 2. Next example, evaluate f integration f dot dr over c using Stokes theorem for f bar equal to 2x minus y into I minus yz square j minus y square zk for the upper half of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to 1. Okay. So just imagine here what we have is a sphere. This is x square plus y square plus z square equal to 1. Now suppose this is like some fruit, okay, a circular fruit. If I just take a cut of it. So what I'm going to get here? One shape I'll get. What is that? Huh?
Bowl type.
It's a? No, I did not hear. Suppose there is some fruit, that is some, okay, orange is there or some apple is there. If you just take a cut of it, what will get here? Which type of curve you'll get here?
Ellipse.
Huh? I did not get the voice correctly. Just tell me, which is this curve? ವಿಶಾಲ್ ಏನಾತಪ್ಪ ಆವಾಜ್ ಯಾಕೋ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗತೈತಿ. Is it a circle? Think about it. This is my sphere. If I just take, it is a circle. Isn't it? This is the boundary for the sphere. This is my S and this is my C. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Now what is the equation of this C? What will be the equation of this C? It will be
X square plus y square plus z square.
no. See, for the whole sphere, it is x square plus y square plus z square. Just imagine this is in 3 dimensions. Okay, so if suppose I'm taking this part, only this part, where it is going to lie? Isn't it that upper part will go? I'm just dealing with this circle. So upper part means it is z plane. It will go, right? What will get? X square plus y square equal to 1 only. Am I right? Tell me this part lies in
Yes,
which plane? Which plane?
XY plane.
XY plane.
Y plane.
What is the value of n cap again?
K.
K, ma'am.
K only here. Okay. So as f is different, your curl f is different. This is similar to the previous example only. Okay. I'll give you 2 minutes. All of you just try to solve it. For this problem, the answer is curl f is K and line integral value is pi. Convert in terms of polar coordinates and evaluate it. Okay. Take down the next one. Using Stokes theorem, evaluate integration f dot dr over c, where f equal to x square minus y square I plus 2xyj over the rectangular box bounded by the planes x equal to 0, x equal to a, y equal to 0, y equal to b, z equal to 0, z equal to c, with the face z equal to 0 removed. Okay, now to understand about it, let me just draw. Then the thing may be more clear. So here take it as x, y, and z axis. Now x equal to 0 and x equal to a. So take a distance of a here. Okay, this is a. Then y is 0, y is b. So take a distance of b. Similarly, take a distance of c. And draw the rectangular box. Okay, it is 3-dimensional. So just see how is this going to be. Yes, this is the rectangular box. Now, important over here is just how to imagine it as S and C. Okay, I'll just take here, just see this. This part, what I'm shading with yellow color, this you can imagine as some surface, S. This is my S. So for this surface, what is the boundary? Can you tell me what is the boundary? Isn't it this part? A triangle. Oh, sorry, a rectangle part. Am I right? So just imagine, this is the upper part, which is surface, and this is the lower part, which is the C. This is my S and this is my C. Now this C, if you see where it is lying, which plane? Just imagine this is my S and this is my C. Now this C is lying in which plane? Just imagine this rectangle.
XY.
Yeah,
XY.
it is only in XY plane. So when it is lying in XY plane, so isn't it again here also n cap value is K only? Am I right? So same thing, just see, this is like a sphere and I'm taking the part, a circle in XY plane. That is what is for the previous example. Hope you could imagine now. Yes. And one more thing here for this rectangular box, when you take for C, can you tell me the variation for X and Y? For this rectangle, X varies from 0 till which value?
A, ma'am.
A. And Y varies from 0 till
B.
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 Y varies from 0 to B. We are not converting in terms of now polar in this case because it's a rectangular box. If you are dealing with circle, it will be easy to write the limits for polar coordinates, isn't it? Okay, so just draw that, a rough figure. And just write down. Okay, let us apply Stokes theorem and write it. By Stokes theorem, yeah, write the statement again. F dot dr over C is curl F dot n cap ds over S. Just find curl F for this problem. You know the
4yk.
concept. Very good. Del cross F. If you just simplify and all, you will get it as 4yk. Are you getting the same? Are you getting the answer as 4yk?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, let us proceed and just write down. Now, C lies in XY plane. In XY plane, therefore, n cap is equal to k. Therefore, equation 1 becomes integration f dot dr over C is equal to integration curl F is 4yk dot product with n cap is k ds over S, which will be, now again, k dot k is 1. So what will remain with is 4y. So I'll remove 4 being constant out. I'll write it as double integration y dx dy. Okay, this converts to a double integration. Now you should write the variation for x and y. What are the limits? X is varying from 0 to a, y is varying from 0 to b, isn't it? This is what we have got the limits. Yeah, this is an easy integration. I want you to perform, evaluate and tell me the answer. Evaluate it. Just check. What is the answer?
AB square
AB
by
square
2.
2.
No, 2ab square. Outside you have a 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, it is 2ab.
2AB square.
Yes. Okay. Now write down one more example. Use Stokes theorem to evaluate integration f dot dr where f equal to yi plus zj plus xk for the upper part of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square. Just mark it with star because this is one of the typical example, because I'm just going to use the concept which is given by here, this point 3. Third point, if you remember, f dot ds can be written as f dot. So in place of ds, we are going to write a vector of this category. So I'm going to apply this concept. See, I told no, some of the problems are very standard over here. We need to proceed according to that only. Otherwise, it is difficult to get the answer. Mark it with a star. A little typical example. Okay. So just write the explanation. The given surface S, for which C is the rim, rim means it's like a boundary. Okay, C is the rim, is the upper part of the sphere, x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square. Therefore, so here what we have to take, z as a function of xy. We have to convert it as z you keep here, take all the terms on the other side. Okay. So what I'll get if I transfer the terms? A square minus x square minus y square, isn't it? Okay. Now what you do here, take this as equation 1. See, we have the thing that we have to substitute as k minus, if you just remember, dou z by dou x I plus dou z by dou y j. This is what we have to substitute. Because z is a function, we can express it in the form of x and y here. And why I'm using it? Because they have not given z equal to 0 here. That means the part of the curve lies in all the three, you can say, means all x, y, z are important here. It's not only x and y plane. So you can say x, y, z plane. Okay. So we are interested in getting what is dou z by dou x and dou z by dou y. That we are going to find with the help of differentiation. Okay. Differentiate one partially with respect to x. Tell me what you'll get. Differentiate with respect to x and y. Partially. What is the derivative of z square with respect to x? Here you think that z is a function of x and y and differentiate. Tell me what is the differentiation of z square? Huh? No? What is the derivative of z square? Isn't it 2z dou z by dou x? You need to take z as a function of x and y. See, if y is a function of x, how you write the derivative dy by dx, no? If y square is there, how you write derivative of y square with respect to x? How you write?
2y into dy by dx.
2y dy by dx, isn't it? Similarly, z is a function of x. So when you are doing with respect to x, it is 2z dou z by dou x. Am I right? What is the derivative of a square? A square with respect to x, 0. Derivative of x
0.
square, 2x.
Minus
Derivative
2x.
of derivative of y square is again 0. Am I right? So what is dou z by dou x from here?
0.
Minus x by z.
Dou z by dou x is minus x by z. Now, if you want know in terms of x and y, better you write minus x upon. See, z square is this. What is z? What is z? Z square from equation 1 we have. Tell me what is the value of z?
Square root of a square minus x square minus y square.
Am I right with this? Am I right? Z square is a square minus x square minus y square. What will be z? Under the root a square minus x square minus y square. Correct? Similarly, what will be dou z by dou y? You can write directly.
Minus y by
Huh.
square root of a square minus x square minus y square.
Okay, done. Okay. After getting these two values, let us take Stokes theorem and do the simplification part. Before that, one more thing is also required. What is that? For Stokes theorem, what is required is curl F. That has to be found. Yeah, just find curl F and tell me what is the answer you will get. It is simple. You can just perform that determinant and expand it easily. I, J, K. Dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. For F, what is our F? Y, Z, X. Y, Z, X. Into bracket. What is derivative? 0. What is the derivative of this? Minus 1, no? Derivative is 1 minus 0. Derivative of z with respect to x is 0 minus 1. Can you tell me what is this? All terms are negative, no? Let me write it as minus of I plus j plus k. Done?
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is curl F. Okay. Now, by Stokes theorem, integration f dot dr over c is integration curl F dot n cap ds over s, which is equal to integration minus I plus j plus k. Now n cap ds should be written like this. Remember this result. This is only for this example what is used. K minus what I said, dou z by dou x I plus dou z by dou y j dx dy. When you write dx dy, better write it as double integration over the region A. Yeah, this is one vector, this is another vector. Okay, now substitute the values. This is minus, I'll write out. Double integration over A, I plus j plus k, dot product with k. Now, what are dou z by dou x? Just see dou z by dou x, isn't it both are negative? So I'll take minus common so that this minus out will become plus. Correct? What will you get? Dou z by dou x.
Yes, ma'am.
Xi upon root of a square minus x square minus y square and plus yj
Y.
upon root of a square minus x square minus y square dx dy. What do you have here? First one is a vector, second one is also a vector. There is a dot product between them. So how you find the dot product? Isn't it you multiply corresponding I, J, K coefficients? Do it. If coefficient of
Yes,
I is 1 here, so what will get here? Double integration over A, x upon root of A
Ma'am,
square
this is
minus
positive, right?
outside. No, from this minus I have taken
Positive,
common.
ma'am, outside.
No, not this minus. No, this minus I have written out. This minus converts to plus when you substitute.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. What you will get here? Next, coefficient of j if you multiply y upon, or you can write at once. Is it okay now? If I extend. Okay. Yes, y upon same quantity again. Next, k coefficient 1 and 1. Isn't it plus 1? This is very difficult to evaluate. Am I right? Which part will make it easy? Can you guess? This is a double integration and you are dealing with a sphere. So which part is easy? Just change into polar coordinates. So this is your homework part. You just solve it and tell me the answer.